Hello everyone. In this lesson, we are going to study simplifying algebraic expressions for IGCSE Mathematics 0580 extended. By the end of this video, you should be comfortable combining like terms, simplifying expressions correctly, and understanding why the simplification works. Let's begin with the main idea. The key idea in simplifying expression is this. Simplifying an expression means rewriting it in a shorter but equivalent form. The word equivalent is very important. It means that the value of the expression does not change even though it looks simpler. So we are not changing the mathematics, we are only making it clearer. To do this, we combine like terms. So let's first understand what like terms are. For like terms, we need to figure out the terms which have the same variable and the same power. The coefficients don't matter. What does it mean? Let's take an example and learn from that. Here we have a list of algebraic terms, and from the list we need to sort the terms which are like. So let's take the first term, that is minus 3xy. Here we have x, y as the variable, and both have the powers 1. So this is actually x raised to the power 1 and y raised to the power 1. If we scan the list, we can find that there is another term here which has exactly these two variables and both raised to the power of 1. So this two terms, minus 3xy and xy, are called like terms. In the same way, here we have 2.5x. Now, if we scan the list again, we can find that we have minus 5x and minus half x and 3x. All these three terms have the variable x raised to the power 1. So these three terms are also like terms. Again, if we look closely, we have here 1 by 2 x squared. Here we have x squared, and here we have minus 4x squared. So all these three terms are like terms. Again, we have 7y. Let me change the color. Okay, so we have 7y here, 0.4y. These two terms are also like terms. Here we have minus 1.2a, and this is 5a. These two terms are also like terms. And what about these? See, these are the constants. There are no variables multiplied with them. These are the constant terms, the numbers. So, by this example, we just learned how we can club or how we can identify the like terms. Let's move to our first example. The expression that has been given is 3x plus 2x minus x, and we need to simplify this expression. If we look closely, we can find that all the terms here contain the same variable x raised to the power 1. So these are like terms and they can be combined. So there is nothing that we need to do here. We can just add them up or subtract according to their sign. 3x plus 2x will give 5x. 5x minus x. 5x minus x gives 4x. So this is the simplified version of this expression. This is an example question that is very simple, and we will move to difficult questions as we go through this video. So the second example is 5a minus 2a plus 4. So we need to first club the like terms together. 5a and 2a, these two are the like terms. So these two can be clubbed together. Let me rewrite it. 5a minus 2a, I have clubbed them together, plus 4. 5a minus 2a gives 3a and plus 4. I want you to remember that whenever we have expression like these, we must not write them as 7a, because these operations of addition can only be performed when the variables are same. That means we have like terms here. This one and this, these are not like terms because one of them is a constant. We cannot add them up. So the answer for this question will be 3a plus 4. Now let's move to the third example. Simplify 4a minus 3b plus 2a plus 5b. Here we have two different variables, a and b. 4a and plus 2a, these are like terms, minus 3b and plus 5b, these two are like terms. We combine a terms with a terms and b terms with b terms. So I will write 4a plus 2a minus 3b plus 5b. Please notice that the order in which I write these terms do not matter as long as I am keeping their signs as it is. Okay, so let's add. 4a plus 2a will give you 6a, and minus 3b plus 5b will give plus 2b. So 6a plus 2b is the final answer. What I want you to remember is a very common mistake is trying to combine a and b together. Different variables can never be combined. Okay? Now let's introduce brackets to the questions that we are tackling. So simplify 2 multiplied by 3x minus 5. The number outside the bracket multiplies every term inside the bracket. It means that if I write 2 into 3x minus 5, it means that this 2 is multiplied by 3x as well as it is also multiplied by minus 5. So 2 multiplied by 3x, and here 2 is multiplied by minus 5. This is very important that we do not skip this negative sign, otherwise we will end up with a wrong answer. So the next step would be 2 into 3x, this negative sign here, and 2 multiplied by 5. This will give me 6x, and minus 2 multiplied by 5 is 10. So always be careful with signs when expanding brackets. This is very important. So this is the final answer. So this one is a challenge question. It's a type of question that you usually see in the actual examination. And before I solve it, I want you to pause this video, take your time, and try this on your own. So let's solve this. First, we need to expand the bracket. In the previous example, we had just learned how we can expand this bracket. We need to multiply this number 3 with 2x as well as minus 1. Okay, so 3 multiplied by 2x gives 6x. This minus sign will be put here, and 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. This minus sign, I will write this as it is, x plus 4. Now, let me introduce a concept here. Here you can see that there is a negative sign written just in front of this bracket. What this negative sign implies is that there is a 1 here that is being multiplied inside the bracket. So minus sign will be multiplied inside this bracket, and it will flip the signs. All the signs will be flipped. So plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus. This will be 6x minus 3. Minus 1 multiplied by x will be minus x, and minus 1 multiplied by plus 4 will be minus 4. Now let's combine the like terms together. 6x and x are like terms, so I can write 6x minus x minus 3 minus 4. Remember that I can rearrange this expression as long as I keep the signs as it is. 6x minus x is 5x, minus 3 minus 4 gives minus 7. So 5x minus 7 is the final answer. In IGCSE exams, marks are awarded for clear working and correct structure, not just the final answer. In this lesson, we learned how to simplify algebraic expressions by combining like terms and expanding brackets carefully. In the next lesson, we will move on to factorization, which is closely connected to simplification. That is all for now. I hope you learned something from this video. Thank you.